Only thing left to do is take this thing out for a spin and show you what it's like on the road. Come with. So there are a few things when you first hop on the bike that you'll notice. First of all, it is set up very much like a supermoto. It's that classic KTM feel, which if you're used to the brand, won't be a surprise for you. Then I think it's the engagement on the bars. I actually think they've got the feel of this switchgear quite nice. To me it feels relatively premium, or at least sturdy, reliable probably, because it's not like everything's made out of metal and it's super high end. It doesn't feel like it's massively expensive, just nice and tactile. And as that's my engagement is my body position, where I sit on it, and how I interact with the controls. That's important to get right, and I think KTM have. So that's a nice thing. The second thing you'll find is that the interface actually works quite well. So you can switch between modes. So you have street, you have sport, and you have rain. On this one, because it's got the extras, it also has a track pack where you can dial up the throttle engagement even. I personally prefer street, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't stick it in sport at least once. The reason I'm not a massive fan of the sport mode is because it makes it pretty sensitive. It goes from being this well-trained, giddy puppy to a dog that's just seen a squirrel and tries to chase it up a tree. You can't call it back. And there's a slight tendency, occasionally you'll just hit that wrong bump where your wrist does that and you do a little neck seesaw. Other than that, you can tell the difference. It is faster. 80% of my riding would probably be found though in street mode, which I think is more than enough. You can also stick in the supermoto mode if you want to lock up the rear, if that is of use to you. And then comes the handling as we're into some corners. And again, the position is your classic supermoto. Lots of legroom, wide flat bars, lots of purchase over that steering as well. I can tell by the aggressive wear on the front tyre that the handling is pretty tight, pretty aggressive and responsive on the front wheel as well. Well, thank you, Rob. Cheers. And that'll be my bike sailing off into the distance. But it digs in nicely. Weight, I would say, feels pretty central, maybe with a slight front bias to it. It feels pretty tall. If you've been on other KTMs, then you'll know exactly how this is going to feel. If they're new to you, they feel pretty stubby, especially on the front. As I say, bit of legroom, quite tall, fair amount of room. It's super duper light, we know that already. That helps the handling when it comes to flicking it around. And then all the rider modes make it feel ridiculously safe and kind of like you can sort of take the piss with it. You can be a bit cheeky. I worry that if I was riding it, that might make me a little reliant upon it. And I'd have to keep reminding myself that it's the bike that's making me a hero. And as soon as I step off it, get on something else, or go a little overconfident into a corner, I'll quickly realise that I'm not quite as much of a hero as I thought I was. I think you have the possibility in the future of that shit moment where you realise you've sort of cocked up. And then we've got the quick shifter and the gearbox, which works really well, and for a KTM that's quite a plus. I've been on some KTMs and Husqvarnas more recently, and I would say the gearbox was potentially a bit of a failing point. On this, it is silky smooth. The quick shifter works great. There's a bit of a knack to it. Ideally you want to be either accelerating hard or braking hard to use the quick shifter. If you roll off, you can change down gear and you don't really notice it. If you're keeping even revs, sometimes you get a little notch and it's not quite as smooth as actually just using the clutch yourself. But I love it. I would own one as a toy. I wouldn't necessarily want to do some really long distance with it, but then you already know that that is not what this bike is designed for. And sadly for me, it goes back to Rob, and I get to get reacquainted with Black Bess over there. It even finds neutral, which for a KTM, again, pretty unheard of more recently. Maybe a little less sensitive.
That road's well good, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, of all the roads close-ish to my house, that's the best one that I've found. I've yet to find a better one.
This sounds so good as well.
Yeah, it does.
Right, I might just razz back down there.
Yeah, no worries, man.
On this.
Bye for now.